Some blockbuster news as AEW president Tony Khan is going to be making a major announcement on AEW Dynamite's 5-year anniversary, and it just might be the long-awaited news we've all been waiting for. The news of the AEW media rights deal. It's been a long time coming, and it looks like we're about to learn what the future might hold for All Elite Wrestling. I'm going to tell you everything we know about this situation, what could be announced, what might not be announced, what to expect tomorrow. We've also got a big update on Adam Cole, baby, who looks like he might be returning pretty soon from his very catastrophic foot injury that he suffered last year at Grand Slam. All that much more coming up right here in this video, so be sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. All right, let's jump right in and take a look at the announcement, or the tweet, I should say, from Tony Khan. Here it is. Tomorrow, Wednesday, October 2nd, 2024, is the 5-year anniversary of the first ever AEW Wednesday Night Dynamite. Thank you all. Wednesday Night Dynamite anniversary show will have a significant overrun thanks to TBS. Plus, I have another announcement by Showtime tomorrow. So, Tony Khan teasing a pretty big announcement. He would not put it in all caps like that if it wasn't a big one. We are also hearing a lot of rumblings from pretty well-connected people. Andrew Zarian being the big one, like, hey man, big news tomorrow. And the rumors have been kind of persisting. It's all been coming to this. Tomorrow is when we are going to hear it. I am going to say with 99.99% certainty, tomorrow is the day we hear it, or Wednesday. If you're watching this today, hello, in the future. It is happening. The moment we've been waiting for, the moment that we've been talking about, the moment that I have been breaking down like a maniac for the past year or so. AEW's media rights deal seems to be done, and it looks like they will be announcing it at the 5-year anniversary of Dynamite. Probably not a better show you could announce it on than the 5-year anniversary show. In addition to that, I think it's definitely going to get some additional and much-needed eyeballs on the AEW product on Wednesday as they try to boost those ratings as much as possible. The overrun will certainly help with that as well. But let's talk about what this could be. So we have discussed this. We've discussed the Puck News article that came out a couple of weeks ago. That report said that AEW would be getting $170 million on a 3-year deal with a 4-year option, $170 million per year. That was the kind of estimate there, or the reported number there. But I think tomorrow the announcement will focus more so on 2 aspects. Number one, and more importantly, the streaming aspect of it. I think if you want to build this streaming platform, if you want to build interest into this streaming thing, you have to have a build-up, like a bit of a campaign to launch, right? You want to make sure you announce, like, hey, on X day, January 1st, whatever it is, that pay-per-view, we are going to be live on Max. And I think it looks like that AEW will be going to Max. Tony has hinted at that. Tony has teased at that. Tony has basically overall like said that. So I would expect that to be the way that Max goes. Max, all the previous AEW pay-per-views, all the previous Dynamites, probably even the next day rights for AEW Dynamite and Collision will be going over to Max. And then you have the live pay-per-view aspect of it. Every single AEW pay-per-view, I think, will also in some way, shape, or form be going over to Max beginning in January. That is probably what the announcement will be. And that would be a major thing for them, because it is going to build a lot of excitement. Instead of paying $50 a month for each AEW pay-per-view or whatever, it's a significant decrease, to be paying the $15 a month in theory for Max, right? We don't know whether or not there's going to be an additional add-on price to that. But if AEW is straight up like selling the pay-per-view rights to Warner Brothers Discovery, that would be big for the fans, because that would mean that we would get an insane deal. You're getting Max, You're getting the entire library, and you would be getting each pay-per-view moving forward on Max for all-in-one in a one bundle. That is immense value for not only Max as the company that would be acquiring that, but also for the fans who would be watching that. And it would be a big thing for AEW business. And I think that's why there will be likely a lot of focus on the Max aspect of it, or there at least should be a lot of focus on the Max aspect of it, because that is how you reach more people. That is how you reach the people who have Max, or who have cut the cord and don't have cable but want to watch your product and want to catch up on your product and maybe don't know much about your product, but they're like, all right, well, I have all of it right here. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what they're recommending. Let's see what's happening right now in AEW. That is big. One of the reasons, obviously it's not the only one, but one of the big reasons why WWE is so popular right now is because their big shows are so accessible. People are able to get WrestleMania for as little as like $6, $7 a month. You're able to get every pay-per-view, every single piece of WWE history for just a couple of bucks a month on Peacock. That was a big thing for them. That was big in their growth, big in their exposure, and it is what has led to one of the biggest explosions in popularity as for WWE as a brand. So I think AEW is trying to capitalize on that in their own way, and they have a chance here to really help grow the brand, which they are going to need because they have evolved past being the startup that they once were. They are a bona fide challenger brand in this industry, and they are the most successful challenger brand in nearly 5 decades. 5 decades? 5 decades, 6 decades, whatever, 1970, do the math, AFL, NFL merger, but you get my drift. So there's that. I also think, and this one's more of me speculating a little bit, but I also believe that there could be an aspect to this where they're going to announce their TV schedule coming up. AEW Collision has not been doing well on Saturdays. That is a given. We know that. There is a wide open time slot, 8 p.m. on Thursdays. It would behoove AEW, in my view, even if they don't put any more effort into Collision than they already are, and it's really hard to do that because they're not putting in much effort right now, the results for that and the increase in numbers for that show would be really big. Genuinely, it would be really big. And if they put time into it, I think Collision could be a Dynamite level show. And you would have the advantage of like owning that time block. Wednesdays, tune in to see what happened on Thursday, on tomorrow. Like, tune in to see what happened tomorrow. People are going to be like, oh my God, if Dynamite's on a cliffhanger, Collision's where you address it. Collision's where you like grow that story and expand upon it. I think there's a lot of potential to do that. A lot of the Collision episodes that they've been, recording have ended up being on a Thursday. So that could also play into it. They were probably testing that out. And also, I think this is the part that I think a lot of people may be dreading. There's also the possibility that they could be announcing AEW Dynamite or Collision, but probably Dynamite coming 3 hours. That is the one I don't want to happen. As much as I love Dynamite, and it's my favorite show as a fan, I will say, not as an analyst, but as a fan, favorite show. Probably the best wrestling show on TV right now. I don't know if I could do, I'll do it, but I would burn out from that quickly. 3 hours of wrestling television. Prove me wrong, Tony Khan, but 3 hours of wrestling television, I don't think that's a consistent way to consume this product. But it looks like Tony Khan will be making that announcement tomorrow. We will keep you guys tuned in to see what happens. It is going to be an insane time because we're entering a new era for AEW, and that's for damn sure. That is for damn sure. And if you guys want to enter a new era as far as saving money in your wallet, I got a deal for you. You guys like going to wrestling shows. I know many of you do. I've even met some of you at wrestling shows. So, here's the deal. Next wrestling show you go to, whether it's Bad Blood, Monday Night Raw, AEW Dynamite, hell, Collision, if you wind up going to a Rampage, as long as that show is around for the next couple of months, I can save you $20. $20 saved if you guys sign up for SeatGeek using the promo code RealTake. And here's the kicker with this. If you use the promo code RealTake Your first purchase with SeatGeek will give you $20 off. SeatGeek, oh, there we go. That's a big confusion point there. SeatGeek does rate tickets from a scale of 1 to 10, so it knows exactly what kind of deal you're getting. It's a great app, great deals, and a great time because you will be saving $20 when you sign up. Your first purchase, use the code REALTAKE. But guys, let's get into some more news. The last story we're going to cover today. Let's talk about AEW's very own baby, Adam Cole, who has not been seen on AEW TV ever since he got injured last year at Grand Slam when he took this fall right here. It was a pretty nasty one. He has not wrestled in a year. He has been on TV, but sparingly over the last couple of months. That was in part due to the fact that he was actually not progressing well in his recovery, so they had to go out there and take him off the road for a little bit. But we have some promising news, courtesy of the people over at FightfulSelect.com. Here's an excerpt from the report. Cole sustained an ankle injury last September and was forced to undergo 2 surgeries that heavily derailed AEW's creative plans. Fightful Select has learned that word with backstage within AEW is that they're hopeful and even expecting to get Adam Cole back sooner than later, and that the wheels have already been put in motion to prepare for an on-screen. All right, major news. One of the key pieces to AEW, he was part of one of the biggest moments, in my opinion, the biggest moment in AEW history, when you had the 1-2 combo debuting the American Dragon Bryan Danielson and Adam Cole, baby, at AEW All Out 2021. They have the chance to finally bring him back. He's obviously been not the only injury that he's suffered. He also suffered a concussion that led him to miss around like 6 or 7 months before. So Cole has not been around, but I think this is a chance to get Adam Cole back on track, and it's a chance to do some really cool stuff with a group called the Undisputed Kingdom. When that group was first formed, there was excitement around it. There was excitement around the group. There was excitement around the theme song, but it has been bad. It has been objectively really bad. Roderick Strong, Matt Taven, and Mike Bennett are 3 wonderful athletes and really good wrestlers, but they can only carry that gimmick so far. They need the devil. They need Adam Cole, baby. And I think the best thing for them to do is to have Adam Cole run a roughshod, become the big heel on AEW TV. Don't interact with MJF. Don't do that. Don't do that yet. There will be a time for that. They should address that later in a different way, but I do think that there's an opportunity here to do something good with Cole. We've been hearing good reports about him, that he is nearing a return, so hopefully this is true. Who knows? 5-year anniversary of Dynamite. We might be down with the devil, as they say, baby. But let me know in the comment section what you guys want to see Adam Cole, baby, do when he does return to AEW. Also, let me know what you guys think Tony Khan's announcement tomorrow night could be. Will it be a TV deal? Will it be something else? Hell, are they signing Becky Lynch? Let me know in the comments. Also, be sure to smash that thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released.